So this is something that's been on my mind for a very long time now, and this is something that I just need to get off my chest, and I think it's something that will be relatable. The main theme for this video will be sore winners, and honestly I think the best way to go about this video is to just cut the bullshit and just call people out. So let's do it. So this guy called Demks joins my game. At the time I did not know why, but his name was familiar to me. We fight, he uses infinity combos, I kick him, life moves on. Side note, isn't it funny that for the most part, the only people who can beat me are those who use male earthlings and infinite combos. That's funny. But anyway, it must be a few weeks later, Demks comments on my video replying to Jonen, saying a few things that I found just interesting. But here comes the strange part. I get sent an email whenever anybody comments on my videos, but for whatever reason I have not received any emails when Demks comments on my videos. But I do get emails whenever someone replies to him, but I'm sure either of these two people will come forward and confirm what I'm saying next is true. So Demks left comments on my Jonen video saying things like, I have bad sportsmanship because I did not message him saying good game, despite the fact he didn't either. And he also leaves comments saying that it's my fault that he lost subscribers apparently, and that his videos are now getting disliked because, you know guys, I forced him to join my game, I forced him to use infinity combos, I forced him to save the footage, and of course I forced him to upload the fights to fucking YouTube, man. I believe I then blocked him because I just don't want people like that on my channel. So once again, sometime later, I believe I'm replying to a comment on the Frost DK video, and have a guess as to which comment I saw. An infinite combo is not cheap. If you can't manage your stamina bar properly, you will get infinited. It's as simple as that. That's why evasives are in the game. So guys, I just want you all to remember that if you're ever low on health, just use a capsule, because that's what I'm in the game for. He knew for a fact that I consider infinity combos cheap, as we can see from this comment he posted here. Oh, and really quickly, I need to mention this. The way YouTube's comments work is that if you post a comment, it'll tell you how many seconds ago it was posted, then how many minutes, then hours, then days, then weeks, then months, then years. So in the next few days, this should say 3 months ago. Demks and I fought on the 28th of May, and this comment was posted before that, which is why Demks' name sounded so familiar to me. So I will update the description with a video when his comment says it's been posted for 3 months. So back on topic, I know for a fact that Demks considers stamina resetting cheap. How do I know this? Well, because on the very same video he left that comment on, I used a stamina reset at the 48-second mark. So I know for a fact that he knows I use stamina resets. And I just want to say that I actually don't care who considers infinity combos cheap or not. This also goes for stamina resets, spamming, drifting, capsuling. I just don't care. But what I do care about is when you know for a fact I consider something cheap, and then you do that very same thing, and then you complain when I do something that you consider cheap, despite the fact you already know that I use it. And then if I refuse to fight someone because we disagree on what's cheap, I'm automatically scared, because of course I am. And then of course Demks messages me on PSN a bit later on saying he could have been a prick about it, and that he could have exposed me for playing cheap, even though he already knew that's how I played. It's fucking... I wouldn't necessarily say Demks is a sore winner, but oh man, you're just acting like a complete bitch. Just take some goddamn responsibility for what you've done. Oh, and Demks messaged me a few days ago asking me why I think stamina resetting is not cheap, but literally in the same message he says that he doesn't care about my opinion that he asked for, so why ask for it in the first place? So to summarise Demks, he knew I consider infinity combos cheap, he knew I use stamina resets and he considered those to be cheap, and he's blaming me for him losing subscribers and for him getting disliked for a video he uploaded on his own free will. I honestly don't mean to laugh, but so let's move on. Now with Chibble Man, there's not that much to say. He joins my game, we fight, he beats me, he then messages me on PSN and comments on YouTube calling me scared and a pussy. So he's just the classic case of a sore winner. Let me get this straight. If I fight somebody and I lose, I'm a pussy and I'm scared. If I fight somebody and win, I suck and I'm apparently a dirty fighter and I'm Lee son of Zeus apparently. And if I refuse to fight somebody because we disagree on what's cheap and to try and prevent drama from happening, I'm apparently scared. I honestly cannot win with these people, can I? I even messaged him after we fought and I said good game to him, and what does he reply with? I was sent by Kashami. You know, it's funny because these people think I have fanboys, yet Chibble Man was all but willing to jump to Kashami's whim to fight me. Oh man, these people are just so spoilt. If you say no, they'll just send somebody else to prove a point, but the sad thing for them is the only point that they prove is that they're just spoiled brats. But let's talk about Kashami. Kashami, listen. I'm going to give you some advice. You would be surprised as to how many people message me on Twitter, PSN and so on, and you'd be even more surprised how many times your name gets brought up. Someone messaged me with a comment of you saying that you actually do think I'm scared to fight you, whereas you actually went on record and said it was a joke. Now, Kashami, listen. I really do not care if you think I'm scared to fight you. Do you honestly think I'm scared to fight you over a game? Really? The reason I don't want to fight you is because you're two-faced and a liar. Known as Foxy uploaded a video himself showing and proving why you're two-faced. And while we're talking about Known as Foxy's video, learn to take some goddamn criticism. As of me writing a script to this video, which is August 16th, 2016, Known as Foxy's video has 337 comments. You've posted 68 of them. I wish you knew how insecure that makes you look. But anyway, let's move on. I'm just going to say this right off the bat. Elfie, I think you're the most spineless piece of shit in this community. I think the best way to talk about Elfie will be to go in chronological order of what happened. Going back a number of months, I see a video on YouTube of him rage quitting. He joins my game and I kick him for this reason. On May 17th, 2016, and keep this date in mind for later, he uses his alt account to join my game because I wouldn't fight him on his main account. At the time, I didn't know this was his alt account, but whatever. We have several fights. He uses his male earthling, he uses infinity combos, because of course he does. But then I just get bored fighting him, so I kick him, and then he messages me asking if he played cheap. Now, the reason I said to keep May 17th in mind was because this was the day the first trailer for Xenoverse 2 was revealed, and for anybody who was on my channel that day, you would remember that I was live streaming the Fly Through Time countdown, and you would remember that I uploaded my part 1 to my Xenoverse 2 trailer analysis. And after I uploaded that video, which took a lot of effort and time, I was just so happy and hyped that Xenoverse 2 was now officially confirmed that I just decided to jump onto Xenoverse 1 to have a few online fights. But because I wasn't exactly fresh to fight, if that makes sense, like I was making just quite a few amateur mistakes, like really bad stupid mistakes. This isn't me making excuses because I lost, but I just wanted to throw this out there. But here's the thing, despite the fact that I wasn't at my best, I still beat him twice. Now, this is a big deal because Elfie says that he's one of the best at Xenoverse, and of course I've never said that. I don't consider myself the best or anywhere near that level, but again, he lost to me twice. If he had lost to me just once, then that's fair enough, you could kind of brush that off as a fluke, but the fact that you made the same mistakes twice and lost to me twice just proves that you're not actually the best at the game, are you? Oh, and of course he doesn't include those 2 fights that I won. And why didn't he include those 2 fights? Because I almost only upload my wins to my channel and I only fight randoms. The fact that I only fight randoms is bullshit, and I've already explained why in my previous Burcol experience video. So let's just analyse the first sentence he said. He says that for the most part I only upload my wins to YouTube. So I took a look at his channel. As of August 18th, 2016, Elfie has 27 public videos, 20 of which are Xenoverse videos, so I'm only going to count them because I think that's just fair. Combining all of his Xenoverse videos together, he's had a total of 89 fights and he's won 82 of them. So he's saying that I'm doing something that's wrong, but he's doing the exact same thing. Fucking wow. You know, I do have a lot more to say on Elfie, but I want to wrap this video up because it's nearly at 10 minutes now. just wow, oh man, jeez. But before I do finish, I just want to talk about your boy Jonen. So a few days ago, Jonen uploaded a video called something like Burcol Riddle Me This, and the video itself is just of Jonen showing the messages between myself and Demks, and he's basically saying that my opinion is wrong because opinions can be wrong, guys. Fucking so dumb. And the video is just 8 minutes of him desperately trying to bait me into making another reply video to him. I think he said something in the video like he wants me to address why I consider infinity combos cheap but not stamina resetting, because again, my opinion is wrong. Fucking cheap. Because that's the only way he can get views. Like, he never had a channel that could get views in the first place, and he's found out what can get him views. But the fact is, dude, it's on life support now, just pull the plug. And then a few days later, he uploads another video called something like How to Be Burcol, and the video is like 28 minutes long, and I'm thinking, who the hell is going to spend 28 minutes watching your video? And I believe in the description he said, it says something like he uploaded that video because he messaged me on PSN apologising and I didn't reply to him, but I did reply to him. You know, again, like Elfie, there's just so much more I could say about Jonen, but it wouldn't really do me or my channel any good. It would just be helping him. And guys, I do not want any of you to go over to his channel. Don't like his videos, don't dislike them, don't subscribe, don't unsubscribe, like just don't comment, don't do anything, just let his channel die. Well, it's already dead, just let his channel rest now. It's done, it's over. And because Jonen is Jonen, he absolutely 100% will make a reply video to this, and he will continue to make videos about me in the future. And honestly, the reason I'm not going to address him anymore is because honestly, I think he's dyslexic. I mean, if you just listen to how he speaks and how he types, it's just like there's something wrong with him. He thinks you pronounce C-O-L as kill, like Burcol, because what? And he always puts a comma after and, which just makes no sense. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging or anything like that. But I just don't want to keep slapping someone who doesn't know how to read or write. It just doesn't feel right. It's like they just can't defend themselves properly. But I do love the fact that he does an impersonation of me, a very bad one at that, because that just perfectly sums up his channel. The fact is, Jonen, there's people imitating me, but there's absolutely no one imitating you. I'm going to steal this final part off Jim Sterling, but when people think of Burcol, they think of Burcol. And when people think of Jonen, they think of Burcol. So in closing, this video will get disliked, oh well. Their little clique will continue to share this video over on Kick Messenger. Thanks for the views, by the way. I'm going to drop this here, like I've got everything I wanted to say off my chest, but I'm sure Xeno Alert will cover anything else that happens. So I will leave a link to both Xeno Alert's channel in the description, as well as Coach Sly, who honestly, let's face it, he's the only one doing any work on that channel. Because Kashami, Chibble Man, and who else is on it, Jonen I think, like they're not going to do anything, like outside of Share Factory and maybe Windows Movie Maker. They just do not know how to make a video. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. I've probably missed some things I wanted to say, but oh well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.